welcome back to Sweet Creek Thrift, and my name is Candy, and today I have for you the final installment of my March sales report. So if you haven't already, I did March 1st through 15th a few weeks ago, and now I'm going to follow up with the 16th to the 31st for all my sales, and then go over my month-end totals with you and share with you if I met my goal. So I'm going to jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy the video. What I'm going to do is share with you the items that I sold, kind of like some pictures of what they look like, where I got it, all of that good stuff, like how much I earned. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to go over my month-end totals. So I'm going to minimize my little face. And the first item here is this Neiman Marcus women's black short sleeve dressy shirt blouse, size medium. And this was actually a really nice shirt that it sat for a very long time, but as you can see, I did get it on a hanger and I retook photos because it was from a long time ago. I want to say, let's see, Neiman Marcus, there it is. So I did get this in that donation at the very beginning of my reselling journey, and I paid $0 for it, and I posted it November of 21 to Poshmark. So I reposted it to eBay in January and on the 17th, and it sold on eBay March 16th. So it took a couple of months on eBay, and it never sold on Poshmark, and probably because my pictures were not the best when I first started doing this, and I started doing better pictures like late last year. So I think I've seen a big impact by fixing my pictures and making sure that my clothing items are not wrinkled. That was another big thing. So I bought a steamer, a really cheap steamer. I think it was like 20 bucks on Amazon, and it's not the best steamer, but it works perfectly fine. So it gets me through, and until I need a better steamer, I'm happy to use it. And I have shared that steamer on past videos, so you can always look at those too. Okay, I posted this on eBay. It was on January 17th, sold March 16th, so about 2 months. The purchase price was $18, and the buyer paid $25.36 with like shipping and everything, all the taxes and everything. So my net after fees came to $15.76. So that was actually a really good sale for me. I was happy to see that one go since it sat for so long. My next item is a Brooklyn cloth. There's the logo. It's a men's graphic t-shirt, white, red, and black, size large. So it did have some a few issues, which I think I went ahead and posted. Like there was some, I think, some minor staining on this. Yeah, you can barely tell, but there is some let me click on this one. Like you can see like some like light colored staining going on. So it did have that already, which was disclosed when I first started. When I first posted this item, I had disclosed that. When I went to pack it up, there was, I don't think it's on any of these photos, but I did notice when I went to pack it that it's really hard to see, but on one of the sleeves or both of the sleeves, some of the stitching right along like the edge right here was coming off of the sleeve. So I went ahead and it had already sold, and I went ahead and sent the buyer basically the information. I was like, hey, listen, you know, I just noticed this and I just disclosed it. I took a picture and I submitted it to the buyer, and the buyer said just send it to me anyways. It was fine with them. So I was like, that's cool. So we went ahead and sold it, and so I did get this at the Goodwill bins in November, on the 10th of November. My average cost of goods was $1.27 per item that day, and I posted it to Poshmark and to eBay January 16th, and it sold March 16th on eBay. So it took also 2 months on eBay, and it sold for $14. And I did post this lower than I probably would have if it didn't have stains and all of that going on. And so my net after fees came to $11.01 as a profit. The next item is a London Fog khaki long rain trench coat. I cannot speak. Long rain, I guess that's how I put it. Long rain trench coat, no liner. Men's size 44. And so I did get this at the Goodwill bins. I was pretty happy when I found it because I knew it was going to be a little bit more of a substantial item to find. When I got home, I realized it didn't have the liner, and it did have a few minor stains as well. I went ahead and posted it, and I notated the, the staining. There's the zipper for the liner, but there was no liner. And then I just took some really good close-up pictures, as you can see, of some stains going on right there. Really minor. They were really light and hard to see, but they were still there. So I did, again, I did price this lower than what I would have originally, but it still sold at a profit, so it's totally fine. I got it at the Goodwill bins at the end of December on the 27th. My average cost of goods that day was $1 per item. So even though that was a heavier item, I just take however many items I purchased and I, divide that up by how much I spent, and I just make it an average cost per item. To me, it's easier when you have the bins hauls because they're so large and so many items. It's just easier for me to do it that way. And then I posted it on January 25th to Poshmark and eBay, and then it sold on March 16th. I'm doing all of eBay's first, by the way, and then I'll go back and do my Poshmark and my one Depop sale. So I sold this for a purchase price of $20, and the buyer actually paid $39.70 because the shipping is so much because of how heavy this item was. They paid they paid probably a little more than that, but shipping was over $13, which this brought my total net profit to $18.09. And that's because eBay gives us a slight discount on shipping. And then the next item is this indigo blue motherhood maternity black wide leg jeans plus size 3X, size 3X. And so it is new with tags, and just a really cute pair of, and I know with the wider leg being in style. I did find this at the bag sale. Let me see here. So it was at Kid to Kid when I found all those maternity clothes, and you can go back and look at those videos if you're interested. So they did a bag sale, and I paid $25 per bag that you could stuff as much stuff as you could fit into the bag, and then it was just $25. So I did that bag sale February 17th, and my average cost of goods was $1.57 per item. And I posted this on February 28th to Poshmark, eBay, and Kidizen, and it sold on eBay March 18th for $15 as a purchase price, and then again they paid $27.70 as like with their shipping and everything. So, but the purchase price was $15, and that made my net after fees $14.04. And the next item is Elaine Bryant, and it's this really cute white lined peasant lace. I put lace off shoulder tunic blouse, and I just like the way the sleeves were shaped with the slope sort of. Okay, so my system crashed again, and I'm just going to pick up where I left off. So this is, I was saying that I really like the sloped angle of the way that these sleeves were, but here's a photo of what it looks like on. And it was an 1820 size Lane Bryant, 100% cotton body and 100% polyester lining. It did have this small tiny hole. I did take a really close picture of it, but honestly, with the amount of like holes already in this particular item, the designed holes, it really wasn't noticeable. But I did show that and made a comment about it so they would know when they bought that. And so I did get this at the Goodwill bins at the end of December for $1. I posted it on March 13th to Poshmark and to eBay. It sold on eBay on March 20th for $14, which made my Net profit $11.28. The next item is this Marilyn Monroe shapewear tank top, stretchy, pink, and it had an animal print. I think it was leopard or cheetah, I'm not sure which one. Size medium. I've had this for a very long time, and it came in, I believe, in the original donation. But it was really cute. It was just really small. But I did get this in that donation, so I paid $0, so I just held on to it. And when I pulled it out again to take new pictures, I looked it over and I thought, you know, it still was a really cute top, really decent, so I decided just to hold it, and it doesn't take up much space. So I originally posted it in September of 21 on Poshmark, but then I retook pictures and reposted it at the end of December to eBay, and it sold on March 20th. So I only sold it for $7, which made my profit $6.34. So I was just happy to see that item go. The next item is this Nike Dry Fit blue long sleeve tee with thumb holes, size large, and it was in a pretty good condition. There was a minor snag there, so I took a picture of that. And it had the Nike logo, just a really nice shirt. And that one was also, oh, hold on. That was also from the donations, so I paid $0 again. I did post this December of 22 to Poshmark, but I did post it on January 9th of this year, 2024, to eBay, and it sold on eBay on March 22nd. So it only sold for $6, but I was just happy to see it go. Again, I'm just trying to weed through and get rid of some of these older items. So my profit came to $5.30. I was happy just to take that and let it go. And then the next item was a decent flip. So let me find it here. This one I did get. It's a FootJoy new with tags. Men's Golf Performance Stretch Flex navy blue casual shorts, waist 42. So these are golf shorts, and it was new with tags. And this item I did get in the bag sale at Uptown Cheapskate in February, and my average cost of goods in the bag was $1 per item. So I had $1 into this item. I posted it on March 22nd to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on Poshmark March 23rd, the next day. Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong line. I was like, why does that not sound right? Hold on. So I posted this on March 12th. I was thinking, wow, that's a long time before I posted it. But yeah, I posted it March 12th to Poshmark and eBay. It sold on eBay March 22nd, so not the next day. But it did sell pretty quick. It sold in 10 days, and it was a lot more than $12. It sold for $40, which made my net profit $34.14. And that one item paid for that entire bag that I purchased, so, and I had profit, so for that one item, which makes everything else that I've sold in that bag profit, which is great. So I feel like I've done good going out and looking for some of these good deals. This next item is a Lane Bryant royal blue with a draped neck, sleeveless top, size 18-20, kind of like a cowl neck, like a really nice accentuated drape. And it was stretchy. It was part spandex, part polyester. Kind of like a nice slinky material, and this was actually from my closet, so I'm speaking with knowledge because I did wear this a few times. I haven't worn this in a long time. I actually wore this when I was selling real estate a while back when I lived in Oregon, but I haven't sold real estate here in Texas, and I've been here for almost 5 years, so it is a bit of an older item. And when I pulled out to take pictures, I noticed that some of the stitching was coming out along the hem on one side, which honestly, this style of shirt is easily tucked into pants, and it would look, you know, you wouldn't even notice that. But I did show that and comment about it. So this item I did get from my closet, so I paid essentially $0. I posted it in September of 23 to Poshmark, and then I took those new pictures and posted it March 16th of 24 to eBay, and it sold March 25th. So it really only took about a week on eBay, and it sold for $10, and that made my profit $8.89. which again, I'm happy to see these go. It's out of my closet and I'm ready for it to move on with its new life. The next item is a universal thread true olive green maxi tank dress with a side slit, size medium. And I've had luck selling these in the past, similar dresses, so I knew this one would be fine. You know, it does great in like the summer, winter time. This one's 100% cotton, and I sold this for, well, let's see, I got it at the Goodwill bins at the end of December, so my average cost of goods was $1, which is why I picked that up, because I knew that it would sell once spring hit, and I was right. So I posted this January 16th to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on eBay March 27th for $12, which made my net profit $9.57. The next item is Billabong men's swimboard shorts hydro stretch. It was this PX4 size 32. It had some stains going on, which I disclosed, and not too much, just some minor staining. But I did take a few pictures just to make sure people know, like here and here. And I kind of pointed at them, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. But that's why I said, like, it's kind of hard to see. The style is really cool, and, you know, when you're out swimming, nobody's really going to notice that anyways. So, anyways, so I got these at the Goodwill bins again, end of December, so my average cost of goods was $1 per item. I posted this to Poshmark and eBay on February 8th, and it sold eBay on March 29th. My sales price was $12, which made my net after fees $9.58 profit. And then the last item for eBay is this Dress Barn Career Professional Sleeveless Stretchy Black Shirt, size extra large. And I literally just pulled this out like in the last week. Did I already go over this one? I don't think I did. So it's it was donated. It was from the donation pile, so I paid $0. I actually shared this back in June of 22, but it was when I laid it on the ground, and the shirt was really wrinkled from being in like bags and boxes. So when I laid it out, I didn't have a steamer or an iron, so I just took a picture of it wrinkled and it sat forever. But I do have that steamer now, so I've been working my way back through my older boxes. I pulled it out, hung it up, steamed it, and got some fresh pictures, and then I reposted it. So, and this time I added it as a posting on eBay, which before it wasn't on eBay. So I had it on Poshmark since June of 22. Finally reposted it and then added it to eBay March 29th, and it sold March 31st for $18, which made the net profit $15.72. So that does speak to you something about getting your clothes posted to eBay, but not only do I suggest doing that, but if you have wrinkled clothes, buy a cheap steamer off like Amazon or whatever, because that's what I did. I just bought a cheap steamer. I think it was like $20, around $20, and it does the job. It's not perfect, but it gets the clothes in a nicer appearance, so that when you take your photos to share them, to post them, that it looks decent. So my tip is to steam your clothes and get better quality pictures and post to eBay. And I'm gonna go ahead and load up Poshmark, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with the Poshmark and one DePop sale. So I just have a few left for you. And the first item is this Can Signature Women's Mid-Rise Ankle Skinny Slim Jeans, size 24 or 0. I've had these also for a while. I did finally pull these out, hung them up, steamed them, got new pictures, and it helps them sell. It really does. So I also found some like images. I sometimes just put them at the end, just so if somebody is interested in the item, then they can actually see them. I don't try to always use them at the beginning as your first picture, to have the the actual, what do you call it? I can't think straight. My mind's gone. We've had so many issues today. Well, this week really has been crazy. But anyways, this is my life. I feel like my life's always crazy. I don't know. Everybody's the same way, but I feel like I can't catch a break. So anyways, I did get these from the donation. So I paid $0, and it was posted originally in December 16th of 22 to Poshmark. And then I pulled them out. I pulled that box out and I opened it up. I hung everything and steamed it, took new pictures. So I did repost this on January 6th of 2024 this year, and I added it to eBay. And it sold on eBay. It then sold on Poshmark on March 22nd. So I basically I deleted my original posting and reposted it as a new posting. So that also probably helped it because it was refreshed. And then I added the new pictures when I did that. And then I added it also as a posting on eBay at the same time. So I've been slowly working through all my old inventory to do that. And that's helping things sell, which is really great. Because I have some good items, they just don't always look the best. So it sold March 22nd for $20, and that made my net profit $16. So I guess if I can spit all that out properly. The next item is an Abercrombie & Fitch blue and white denim striped classic mini skirt with a frayed edge, size 28 or size 8 in US. And it was just this really cute skirt that I got again in that bag sale. And I think it was, 100% cotton. And so I did get this set in the Uptown Cheapskate bag sale. So it was $1 per item. And I posted it March 22nd to Poshmark and to eBay, and it sold on Poshmark March 23rd. So it took a day. I probably posted it a little too low on the price, but my comps were kind of putting it in this range. So I'm just glad to see that it wasn't going to sit around forever. I posted it, I sold it for $12. I want to say I posted it for around probably 14 or 15. It might have been posted at like 16. It might have actually been 16, and then I just accepted 12. And then that made my profit $8.05 for that item. And again, because I sold those FootJoy brand new men's golf pants, this was just pure, I say $8, but this is essentially pure profit. And then my next item is an Abercrombie, an American Eagle Outfitters army green midi shirt dress. It was button up and sleeveless, and it just kind of like that whole cargo style aesthetic, but a dress form. It was super cute, size 6, and it had the belt loops. You could add a belt. Just a super casual, and I think this was also 100% cotton, so it's really nice to have stuff like this for the spring and summer. I think people really like these, pull-on dresses, that sort of thing. It does, and it's cotton, so it makes it easy to throw on, especially in the spring. It's more of a spring item in my opinion, or maybe for the fall season, like a transitional weather piece for that one. But you could also wear it in the summer. So anyways, I got that at the Goodwill bins at the end of December for $1, and I posted it January 12th to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on Poshmark on March 25th for $20, which made my net profit $15. So even the little bit size smalls, 6s, if it's a decent item, I'd still pick it up, especially if it's going into like the spring or summer and it's like a dress. Okay, so the next item is a lot of 2 items. So I'm gonna start with this piece. It's a goodie 2 sleeves. Also from Urban Outfitters. I think I put that on here. I'm pretty sure it was an Urban Outfitters brand. But it's Def Leppard green crop short sleeve t-shirt, size small. And there's the, I want to say, because it does say, it's kind of hard to read on this right here, but under license to Epic Rights. And, well, anyways, 100% cotton. And I think when I did the, I want to say when I did the comps, I noticed some people posted it as Urban Outfitters, if I'm correct. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'd seen. But anyways, so this was one of the 2 items. I'm just going to do a backwards motion and do this. And my amazing shoes that I had in my shoe video from the Goodwill Bins haul also sold in this bundle. And this was Amy Clubwear, colorful, and I put Aztec Neon Gray Nightclub heels, size 7.5. And they weren't in the best condition. I did clean them as best I could. And then I notated that there are some stains. One insole is cracked, also shown in the photos. So, as you'll see. And there were some stains, but overall, just some pretty cute heels for somebody who likes the aesthetic style. And, yeah, so there's that cracked insole. It was kind of like, it was really hard to get a picture of it because of where it's at. It's all the way down by the toes. But it was cracked all the way across, so I did my best for a picture. But anyways, that would be, and there's some like staining in a few different spots. Obviously somebody wore these out, but I did get them. I thought they were pretty cool looking, and so yes. So yeah, see, I put Urban Outfitters on my sheet, so yeah, that Def Leppard shirt must have been from Urban Outfitters. So they sold together, and I had got both of these at the Goodwill Bins at the end of December. So the shoes were not in the weighted items. They were per item. So the shoes cost me $3.99, and then the shirt was $1 per item. So altogether, it was around $5 investment for this bundle, and then I sold the bundle for $30. So I did on my sheet, I just split it in half, even at 15 and 15, which made my profit for the shoes $8.01, and my profit for the cropped Def Leppard shirt $11. So altogether, I ended up making about $19 for that bundle. And let's see, the next item is Levi's Vintage 505 regular fit, all cotton light wash blue jeans, men's, size 34 by 29. And I did make a note that there was some minor distressing, which I did take a picture of, and let me get to that. But there's the tags. I did some research on Levi's, so I can kind of be a little bit more knowledgeable about Levi's when I go to the store. This one was made in Colombia, and I believe the ones made in Mexico are more valuable from my recollection. But these were really nice, and I did take the pictures originally when I was still laying them flat on the floor. And then I took a picture, I circled the stain on here just to make sure. And I did get somebody that came up and she had asked me how soft is the denim, how thick is the fabric. So I pulled it out, and then she wanted to check the inseam. And then she came back and offered me $19, which I went ahead and accepted just because I have had these posted for several months already, and I wanted to make sure that they sold and that I wasn't sitting on something. She had asked about the material, so I did take a little bit of a video. It's kind of interesting, but I did take this little video and I tried to kind of show how the material's not like stiff. It is flowy, but it's still a decent thickness, I guess is what I could say. I don't really know how to say that, but anyway, so I did take a really short video for her, and I posted these, well, let's see, I got it at the Goodwill retail store down in Houston on November 28th, and I paid $6.99, so I did invest a little bit to get these, and it was a good learning experience for me. I posted it to Poshmark and to eBay on December 5th. Of 23, and it sold on Poshmark March 31st of 24 for that $19 that I offered, that she asked for, and I accepted. So that made my net profit $8.21. So basically I doubled my money. So I got back my original $6.99, which, you know, so I got basically just paid myself back the $6.99 which makes my profit $8.21. So honestly, I was happy with that. I'm happy that I got my money back and I made some money and I can move on, invest it into something else. So that's good. And the last item was a Depop sale. So this is by Sacred Heart, ASOS brand. And it was a red frill ruffle snake novelty print high-low dress, size small. And there's the tag. And it has these like ruffles going across the front. A nice deep V-neck. And it had a high-low hem with a ruffle. And there's a zip up the back. And this sold, let's see. I gotta find that one. It was Depop's here. Here we go. So I got this at the Uptown Cheapskate bag sale. So my average cost was $1. I posted it March 11th on Poshmark, eBay, and then I also posted it to Mercari and to Depop. And I sold it on... Wow, I lost where I put it. Oh, I sold it on March 25th. I'm telling you, I'm tired. Just life is crazy. I sold it March 25th, and it sold for $13. And she did ask, we did go back and forth a couple of times because I was trying to get a little bit more for this item. But I decided just to go ahead and accept that. I made a profit. She gets a deal. Totally fine with that. So I ended up making a profit of $9.59. So that is my last item for the month of March, and altogether I paid for all the items that I sold in March. I had paid out $59.09 to purchase some of these items. The total gross sales price, and this includes like eBay's charging the buyers for shipping. However, Poshmark doesn't give us that total, so I don't include that, but just eBay. It's $931.32. My total tax, let's see. So I have buyer's tax. I'm not really going to go over those. It's irrelevant to you guys. And then I have sales fees for Poshmark, and well, this is just total sales fees. I have been redoing my forms. And then total shipping fees, which means that when somebody puts an item on, for eBay, because they include it in the gross amount, and then they have shipping, and then you pay for your shipping label out of that amount. Because of how they break it down, I break it down on my spreadsheet this way, just in case I need the details of that. And then my net profit after all the fees were paid and all my investment was paid back came to $518.89. Yay, people. I'm so excited because if you go back and watch, or if you have already been following me, January I made $300 and February made $400, and now in March I have hit the 500 threshold. I am so happy because my goal was to get to 500. So my new goal is to maintain no less than 500. I'm really hoping that I can keep the momentum and the flow and just keep it going into the next few months. And my really ultimate goal is to get to about, well, because I have to pay taxes, and then because I have to pay like, it's a lot, but because I have to pay taxes, and because I have to, you have all those, you have to pay yourself and all of that. But my goal is to get to a profit of about $2,500 per month. But my first goal is just my next more reachable goal, which will be 1,000. So I'm hoping, though, by the next few months, I'm really hoping that I can get it. I would really love to see it over 1,000 at like 1,500 would be amazing. But I think in the intermediate, just if I can get to that 1,000 and then work my way up. So my next goal is to get up to 1,000. And we're going to hope to get there in the next 3 months, I'm hoping. And I just have to really push. But this month so far, it's been crazy since my husband fell off the roof. Like, we've got my youngest daughter's graduation coming up. She's been going back and forth to college. My oldest daughter's in college in another state. And I haven't been feeling the best, so I've been doing, kind of pushing through. I do have back problems, so I've been going to the chiropractor, which that does eat into some of the time I use to actually post and get stuff ready to post, and all of the time I spend on this. So I've been doing a lot of chiropractor appointments for the last several weeks, and that's just taking up some of my daylight hours that I need to work on the business. So I'm really trying to push and push and push and get as much done as I can. But I'm getting there, and I'm happy to see that things are still selling and that I am getting through and working my way through some of my older inventory too. So I'm happy to see that by doing that, it is working, essentially. Like, it is beneficial. Also, I have a chance to go back and decide if something's not worth selling. Like, I get it pulled out and put it in my donation pile so that I could take it to Goodwill and get it out of my house, because I don't need to keep items that are not worth selling. But even if it's a few dollars, if I think it's a decent item, I'll keep it. If it's got like a stain or something, I might not keep it. And I have a few things that are stained that I did post or that I have posted. But it is what it is. So I just make sure that I share about those, any flaws that you find. Just disclose as much as you can, because I think in the long run it would help you prevent any like returns and that sort of thing. Well, anyways, I'm going to stop the video now because I'm so glad that it didn't die on me again. I'm glad that I was able to get through this video and share with you my month-end sales report. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in these sort of videos, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It really helps me out. If you hit the like button and the subscribe button, it helps me out in the algorithm so that more people can find my videos. Thank you again, and I will look forward to seeing you at the end of April for the next sales report. But again, I will be back with more other videos of, like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the Goodwill bins this month. I'm going to try. I might go to the Dallas Goodwill bins. I am planning to go to Dallas around my birthday. My birthday is this month. And also my youngest daughter's birthday is this month. Like, we have so much stuff, and one of our cars needs a new radiator. I feel like I can never catch a break. So anyways, we are working through life's struggles, and we're going to get there, right? We're all going to get there together. So thank you again. Thank you. And for all my current subscribers, I want to say thank you very much for subscribing. And if you're new here, welcome. And I look forward to having you follow my journey to see how it goes. And I hope you're doing great in your business. If you're also a reseller, if you want to say something or share a comment or just anything, please just comment below. And I love to see anybody's notes they like to put down. And I will see you guys on the next video.